cook, 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 cook. Pow! Okay, so we're gonna make something super simple, so let's do this thing. First thing you need is an onion. You also need a chopping board. Don't forget about the knife and a pot to cook it all in. Everyone always says I chopped my onion weird. Well, to each their own, folks. To each their own. So for this, you're gonna wanna cut, I guess, medium pieces, or you can cut them smaller. Then you're gonna put them in the pan. That's a lot of onion. You're going to put the pan on the oven. Put it on about 8, almost high. You're gonna take some cooking spray. I'm using canola oil spray. You're gonna need a handy dandy spatula so you can do a little bit of stirring. Right now I'm just breaking the onion apart. Next, you're gonna need some ground turkey. I'm using the 90% lean, 10% fat. Now I'm gonna break up the turkey. Now you're probably wondering, what are you gonna season that onion and meat with?
Oh, hey! No, you're
Black pepper, minced onion, garlic salt, onion and herb Miss Dash, original blend Miss Dash, Mrs. Dash, garlic and herb Mrs. Dash, and table blend Mrs. Dash. So as the onion and meat is cooking, you're gonna want to get one of these.
No.
This is quinoa and brown rice with garlic. Delicious. You're just gonna
I don't have enough of it.
open it like so, and then you're gonna put it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. It is complete. So now that the meat is all cooked, what you're gonna do is, so I'm just gonna pour the rice and quinoa. This is a lazy meal. It's super easy, but super delicious. And then you're gonna have it on low, and you're gonna let it cook into itself. And then that is the completed dish. Bam! Hey guys, so right now I'm gonna be making like a chili type soup type thing. I know a lot of people say that chili is supposed to be chunky, but Becky and I like it on like the soup side, which makes it really, really good. So I wanted to show you guys the ingredients that I will be using. Black pepper, minced onion, garlic salt, 4 types of Mrs. Dash's, the table blend, original blend, garlic and herb, onion and herb, minced garlic, ground cumin, cayenne pepper, chicken broth, mushrooms, 2 things of ground turkey. I prefer the 90% lean, 10% fat. Can of black beans, can of kidney beans, can of chickpeas, obviously the chili packet. I use about 3/4 of this tomato juice can, tomato sauce, and some tomato paste. So first I'm gonna spray a little bit of canola oil spray. And then we're gonna add the meat. Then we're gonna break it down. So while the meat is cooking, you're gonna wanna add some of the seasonings. We're gonna start with the minced garlic, black pepper, garlic salt, minced onion, and all the Mrs. Dash seasonings. And then you're gonna stir it. So some of the seasonings won't be added until later. You're gonna wanna add the mushrooms so they can cook with the meat. So once the meat and the mushrooms are cooked, you're gonna add the chili powder. Then after you stir that, you're gonna wanna add your chicken broth. So I did add all of that. Then the tomato juice. I forgot to show you, but I also add diced tomatoes, a little bit of tomato sauce, tomato paste, then the ground cumin, the cayenne pepper. Stir that. Hopefully by then you would have rinsed your beans, and then you add those. And then for about 20 minutes, you just let it cook marinate with each other, but remember to check on it and stir it occasionally. So it is complete. Becky's about to get herself some.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Amberlynn's chili is, yes. So yes.
But I'm just making some food. Bell pepper, onion, and chicken sausage. I can show you guys the brand, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some Cajun seasoning on this. So I'm pretty pumped. But the brand, please don't mind my mess, is this al fresco sweet Italian style chicken sausage with red and green peppers. You can honestly get this from Walmart because that's where I get it. I'm pretty sure like Kroger's has it and other places, but for one is 130 calories. If you're counting your carbs, it's only 2 carbs, 14 protein. So I'm actually gonna have 2. So I'm gonna put these in the fridge right now. So this is how it's looking now. It's pretty much done. Doesn't this look delicious, y'all? Oh my gosh. You guys could do anything with this. You can have it with rice. You can have it with a baked potato, which is what I'm gonna do.
It smells good, but I don't like onion or sausage, so pretty much the only thing I'd eat up out of there is them peppers. Them peppers look good.
You wanna try pepper?
What else you put on it?
Just Cajun?
No, I'm good, Becky.
Becky is picky, y'all. But, yeah, so it's almost done. So we're having a baked potato. This meal definitely reminds me of that mukbang, that sausage mukbang. Difference between that is, though, that sausage mukbang consisted of kielbasa, which it was a high-calorie meal. This whole meal is 480 calories. So, yum! Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Don't be afraid of sausage. The word sausage is such like a... It's one of those things that people just automatically assume is like super unhealthy. For me, this chicken sausage has been a lifesaver because it's low sodium compared to kielbasa. It's lower carb, it's lower calories. It has more of a natural ingredient. So I'm gonna find me a fork and I'm going to eat. This is my first meal of the day.
Hey guys, so cook with me videos have been highly requested, and I know people like to make fun of me for my soups, so I figured this was a perfect time because I haven't made a soup and I can't tell you how long, so I figured this was perfect opportunity to do a cook with me video. I have no idea what I am doing. I just randomly thought about all this. So I'm about to show you all the ingredients you need to make this. I am just winging it. So first thing you're going to need is ground chicken. You can use hamburger meat if you want, ground turkey, doesn't matter. But I am using ground chicken. You're gonna need some corn. Not all of this. This is just all the corn that I had. So I'm not gonna be using all this. That is way too much. You're going to need an onion, unless you don't like onion, because I know quite a few people who don't like onion, which, why? Onion is delicious. We're going to be using some spinach. So I have baby spinach. You could also use kale, because from my experience, kale in soup is amazing. We're going to be using black beans. I have the no salt added black beans, but I mean, you can use the regular kind, doesn't matter. What I like about soup videos or recipe videos in general is you can do what you want with it. Like, you don't have to do the exact ingredients. Next thing you're going to need is salsa. So I have the Pace Chunky Mild Salsa. I like any salsa by Pace, like the picante, the hot kind, just any. I love this salsa. So you're gonna need that. If you don't like salsa, just do like diced tomato. You're going to need taco seasoning. So this is the 30% less sodium kind. You can always make your own taco seasoning, because I recently learned that making your own taco seasoning is actually quite simple. So you can always do that, or you can just buy the packet, because I'm lazy, I'm not a cook. I say this in every video, I don't like cooking. Next thing you're going to need is chicken cubes, or you could use chicken broth. I usually use chicken broth. I don't know what possessed me to get cubes this time, but we're gonna try it and we're gonna hope it's good. So as for seasonings, I'm keeping it simple. We are doing Mrs. Dash Table Blend, which in this is pretty much just onion, spices, black pepper, chili pepper, parsley, celery seed, basil, bay, oregano, thyme, cayenne pepper, cumin, mustard. Okay, that's interesting. Rosemary, garlic, orange peel, carrot, lemon juice powder, tomato, red bell pepper, and that's it. So that's what's in this, but we're gonna also be doing some black pepper, some garlic powder, and some minced onion. So that is everything when it comes to ingredients wise, but when it comes to what you need to cook with, you're going to need a strainer, and this is going to be to strain your black beans. I always strain my beans. That is like a thing. Some people don't strain their beans, and I'm looking at them like, what? Next thing you're going to need is this little measuring thing, but that's only if you are using chicken cubes. So if you're using actual chicken broth, you don't need this, obviously. You're going to need something to stir your wonderful soup together and to cook your ground chicken or turkey or hamburger or whatever. So you're going to need this. You're going to need a knife because you're chopping that onion. And you're obviously going to need a cutting board to chop the onion. Last but not least, you're going to need one pot. We are doing this all in one pot. This will be a very easy cleanup. So let's go. I'm going to try my hardest to show you each and every step I take in this little food situation. So just a little warning, I will be doing a lot of sitting because I am having some mobility issues due to my weight. I'll also be doing a lot of standing. So it's going to be a mixture of both, but I just don't want anyone to be like, oh, Amberlynn's sitting down and she didn't tell us. The shade, the tea. No, like over 500 pounds is going to be happening. But I would like to say that I stand more than I used to about a month ago. So yay. Okay, so first things first, add the ground meat. That sounds so gross. I don't use oils, I use water, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Just to get everything smelling good, we're gonna add some pepper. I like a lot of pepper because I like spice. We're going to add some of the table blend. We're going to add some of the minced garlic. Obviously my favorite part, some garlic powder. Woohoo! I love garlic. So we're going to cut our onion now, just to get it over with. So depending on how you like your onion, cut it to the size that you want, but you won't be adding this in until we have the broth in there and stuff. But some people like bigger chunks, some people like smaller chunks. I happen to like bigger, but I think we're gonna do like a medium style, kind of like that. Just depends on how much you like onion. I happen to love it. Becky hates onion, so she won't be eating on this. So onion is already cut and ready to rumble. Make sure you're also paying attention to your chicken. Now we want to get the black beans ready. See how gross that is? No, you want to rinse. So you're gonna empty that in a strainer, turn on your cold water, and do this. Get all that goop off of it. Once that's done, you're just gonna set it to the side. So what you're gonna wanna do next, when you notice that your chicken is pretty much done, you're gonna wanna add the taco seasoning. Ooh, yes. But like I said, you can make your own taco seasoning, but I'm lazy. So we're just gonna keep it simple. And then stir. I did add a little bit of more water because you don't wanna add the taco seasoning to super dryness because you don't wanna burn anything. I'm going to add 2 cups of water, 2 chicken cubes, my onion, give that a stir, wait for it to boil. Ooh, that looks good already. Now that it is beginning to boil, I'm gonna add, this is barely a cup of corn, so we're gonna add that. We are also going to add the beans. And this is up for your liking. If you want more broth, add more water. Add another cube. If you want it to be more thick and meaty, keep it as it is. This is when the salsa is going to come in. You're gonna add however much to your liking. I added about half. Stir that. Now you're going to take your spinach. Spinach gets small, so you don't have to cut it, nothing. You can rip it, like I'm doing, but see how much spinach that is? That's gonna welt down a lot. So now that I've stirred it, I'm just gonna let it cook and kind of love into each other for about 10 minutes. So here is how it's looking. It is pretty much done, you guys. So I'm going to serve me some right now and do a little taste test. Doesn't that look delicious? I don't know, it does to me. I am exhausted. Look at that spinach hanging off. I love spinach like this in soups, it's so good. It's hot, just got off the stove. Just how I like it, I love my food hot. You know what this reminds me of? Even though it's taco seasoning, and I try to do kind of like a taco flair, it reminds me of like a chili, kind of. Whew. So good. You can always add cheese to it. I'm not going to. I don't think it needs it.
Which is just a re-edit of a lot of her old recipes, and that's not good enough for me.